Greetings, world. Welcome to the Neo series. New expansions Outspoken. Today's question comes from Sunny, a commentator on TikTok, and Sunny's question is, how do you make people understand your perspective? And you see, I've dealt with this issue myself, Sunny and all the other audience members. You want to be understood so bad. You want to get your point across so people finally get you. My first point of advice is this. Seek to be an understanding person first. Seek to listen first and see where they're coming from. When you aim to be an understanding person first, that actively listens. Actively listen means listen to understand and to comprehend, but not to respond. Once you seek to be understanding, that opens up the minds and hearts of the person speaking, and they're more willing to hear you out. So firstly, seek to understand the person that you're speaking with. Nextly, you have to accept that some people may not ever understand you. They may never understand you. Let's say you're a 24-year-old Gen Zer and you're talking to a 90-year-old baby boomer. Besides the basic necessities of life, food, shelter, water, air, there's not much y'all can relate on. You can find something to relate on. But if you expect them to understand you perspectively 100%, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle. So secondly, accept that some people may never, ever, hear me, ever understand your perspective. And that's all right. Because those who matter will hear your perspective and digest it wholeheartedly. You see, I've been guilty of this. Wanting people, I have to be understood. I have to be understood. But that desire and that want to be understood is the limiting factor in your contentment. It's like if I said, I made a suit for an astronaut. I made an astronaut suit for NASA. And I'm mad that the painters are not buying it. But you made it for the astronauts. You're in the astronaut circle, not the painter circle. This analogy I'm painting is that the type of perspective you offer will only be applicable, will only work for, will only be normal to the audience that's just like you. I'm not saying you can't expand your horizons, but you must first seek to gain understanding with those who are most familiar with you. Your age range, people that share hobbies with you, people that even share the same beliefs as you. So you get the sensation of saying, wow, they understand me. Let's recap so far. 1, be an understanding person. Listen, hear where people are coming from and their perspectives. 2, accept that many people may not get your perspectives, and you must be around those who share your core values and beliefs to truly be heard and felt. Thirdly, I like to end things in threes. Thirdly, you must speak with clarity. Now, let's say you find the perfect group, you find the perfect people that have the same values, but your communication is sour. Your ability to get your message across is poor. You're speaking too fast, you're speaking too fast. You see how I just did that just then? You couldn't understand me? You're speaking too slow, or you don't enunciate your words. You gotta make sure that your delivery vehicle is excellent. You see, if you have top-tier communication skills, you can get across to almost anybody, even if the values and beliefs differ. So you should also work on developing your social, personal, and communication skills. Once you have that ability, you can nearly be able to come across and understand almost every person. Let's recap finally. Firstly, be an understanding person that listens and understands people's perspectives. Secondly, accept that many people will not understand your perspective. That's the nature of this life. You're not for everybody, everybody's not for you. And thirdly, make sure your communication skills are top tier, pristine. And if you want a tip on working on your communication skills, journal. When you journal, you have to make your thoughts concrete. Once you journal and write a sentence, today is Saturday, March 22nd. You close the book, open it back, the sentence is still the same. But thoughts, they're more fluid. So once you write it down and you read it back to yourself, you can gauge your ability of communication at this current moment and do the work to improve it. If you like the message and the moral of today's episode, comment down below your thoughts and any questions for future episodes. Bless up.